Don't matter if you're close, don't matter if you're far, I'll leg you down to sleep, counting sheep and seeing stars. They say that I'm a boss, that I never miss the mark. I'll stop you beating.
What's up, YouTubers? This is Skyhammer coming to you guys with a gun breakdown review. This is just kind of taking a look at the internals and how to tear apart your basic M4. Alright. Now, some of the tools we will be needing for this, we are going to be needing a size 3 Allen key. Alright. Put that guy back up there. Regular Phillips screwdriver will work. And a small, very small flathead. And we're gonna need some needle nose pliers right here. And of course, actually surprisingly, a hammer. This is to keep your small screws. I'll explain that here in a little bit. First things first, which I've already done, is I've taken out the magazine, proper gun safety. Next, we're gonna remove the batteries. The battery is located right here in the crane stock. Now, you probably might have it out here. The best way to remove the battery is actually by pushing it in as far as you can, back to the normal position. Alright, so we're going to remove the butt plate. Alright, then there's this small little block right here. Going to remove that, and behold, we have access now to the battery. We're going to remove the 9.6 nunchuck out of there safely. Alright, now our weapon is pretty much grounded. Alright, so with the butt stock off, now we can move on to the front assembly. Alright, literally I'm teaching you guys how to strip this thing down to its bare minimum for cleaning and maintenance. And if you want to perform your own upgrades, great way to do it. Alright, now you will notice there is actually a very tiny pin right there. We're going to push that in, so we're going to use our Allen key to kind of push that button in so we can take off this bottom rail like so. Alright, set that piece over there. Next, hence why we need the size 3 Allen key, you're going to remove 4 screws. Alright, guys, I'm on the last screw right here. Now what I'm about to tell you guys is actually kind of important, so you guys don't lose any parts. So I'm going to put this guy right in there. Alright, so you remember that little button I was telling you about? It's not permanently set in there. So the best thing to do is tilt your gun on the side, take off your top rail, now take off this bottom piece right here. Alright, because that button's really not sturdy, so to prevent us from losing that, we're actually going to put the entire thing, or you can just put the entire button, in our little container. Alright, so there we go. No stock, no rails. Now comes the actual disassembly of the main receiver. Alright guys, we're going to take apart the receiver now, which is held by 2 pins. One right here behind the selector switch, and the second one is known as the pivot pin, which is in the front. That's if you had a real steel. Alright, now your first time doing this, you're going to need, this is why we also have it, the hammer and the screwdriver. So we're going to take out the back pin first. Just lightly tap the back end of the screwdriver, and sometimes you may need the needle nose, or we're actually going to try this out this way. You can use the needle nose, or you can keep tapping a little. You're going to hear a click. These pins will not come out. Alright? Time to take out the second one, which is the pivot. Once again, lightly tap. Pull it out until it can't go out any farther, or you hear a click. Alright, now comes the fun part. So if you were to automatically try to remove this, if you automatically were going to try to remove this, you will notice it's not going to come off all the way. That's because this charging handle is caught onto something. So you pull it slightly back, lift your charging handle up, and you'll go over the little notch. Alright, I'm about to show you guys that notch right now. It is right there. It's a little tiny little notch, and it catches your charging handle. So now we can see our gearbox. Alright. Before we get to that, in here you're going to find up your hop up and your inner barrel. You can pull these out, set them off to the side, and there you go. That's how you take off your top. Alright guys, we're going to move on to our lower receiver now. So you remember that small flathead? Yeah. I found it to work best with these screws. There are 2 screws right there and there. Do not be fooled by this giant flathead one in the middle. It's a fake. Now we're going to remove these. Alright guys, once again, brief reminder, put it in there so we don't lose them. Alright guys, so once we get those 2 screws removed, we're going to pull this guy out. See how that's a fake? It's not really there. See, that's why I put these in there. Put that guy right there just in case. Now we can clearly see the motor. Red, so if you have your selector switch right here, okay, red is on your left, black is on the right. I'm not going to disconnect these because I have no need to right now. But from here, you can take apart your motor, you can make it upgrades to your gearbox, which mine works just fine. Alright, now to reassemble, we will kind of just do the same exact thing, except in reverse. Alright. Alright. Really quick, put this guy in. And now it's time to put this guy sucker back. Alright. Once again, you're going to have to lift slightly over the bump. Alright guys, once we get the rail on, time to get these pins back in. Alright. So this one you're going to have to actually line it up because it does have to go flush up against part of the receiver. Now, it may not go in easy. Alright guys. So you can either take a hammer, take a cloth to it if you don't want to really damage it. There we go. Pins back in on the first. Like I said, we're just reversing the order. The other one, you just hammer back in. Boom. Set to go. Alright. Now we're going to put back up together the front. Alright guys, welcome back. So once we got our front rails back on, now it's time to move to the buttstock. Time to get this thing ready to go for the day. Alright guys, so we're going to take the cord and you kind of just drift it in, lift it up, and slide it in. And then just tighten that back up. There we go. Nice and tight. I'm not going to actually put the battery in because I'm not going to go shooting today, but you pretty much put the cover back on. You can put the butt plate back on. Alright. That's a basic tear apart of the G&P M4 Zombie Killer. I hope you guys found this video kind of useful. Hit the like button, go down to the comment section, and, you know, let me know what I could do better on these. This was actually my first real breakdown video altogether. Once again, also, actually a brief reminder, if you guys want just a hop up, you only need a small, like, Phillips. Not even that much. Alright. So, hope you guys found this useful. Once again, drop a like, let me know what I can do better, and I'll see you guys on the battlefield.
When I pop my DSR, it don't matter if you're close.